been doing this for a long time. So I mean, what's the most common cause of like a water backup claim? Is it usually like the sump pump fails, or I mean, is there usually one thing, or it just feels like it's just a bunch of random things all the time?
Yeah, sump pump is a lot of it. Actually, there's a couple different things. Sump pump is just like anything. It can run great one day and it doesn't run great the next.
Yeah.
Okay, and it goes out. Obviously, people rely on the sump pump to work when they have major rain, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes the spindle gets corroded, and the bulb that's on that will get hung up, and it doesn't allow the water to eject. So that's one thing. Second, obviously with technology, with refrigerators and wash machines and dishwashers, you have water plugging into them things all the time, and the water's turned on all the time.
Oh yeah.
That hose or the water line gets compromised, and water's in your house pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Those are probably the three major things from an appliance standpoint. And in the springtime, people turn on their sprinklers for their first time or go out and wash their car, and they hook up the hose, and the water pressure is not great, but they go in the house and then their water is all in their basement. Well, we have a frozen pipe,
Yeah.
that broke, and you don't realize it until spring.
Oh yeah.
So those are the pretty much the common things from a residential residential standpoint that we see from a water damage.
So do you have like one instance where one claim kind of stands out the most, or one instance like, man, this is like the worst one I've ever seen. Like it was just crazy.
Well, yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I'll give you one from a residential standpoint, and unfortunately, it was a home that was just moved out of. It was purchased, and the new owners came in to start doing some remodel.
Okay.
And I think the home probably sat empty for probably a month.
Oh okay.
And I think the time when the people that left it shut the door is probably when the water started.
Oh.
Literally, the water was it was in the kitchen, but because of the temperature being like down in it was the outside temperature was like in the high 40s. The inside of the house was in the low 50s. You got tons of condensation in the house. So the ceilings, the walls, literally the drywall was just dripping off the studs. It was just melting.
Oh jeez.
And it was pretty much head to toe gut. So
Oh man.
and that's probably the worst from a residential standpoint I've seen, and it gets nasty quick.